So Invizimals, originally a PS Vita game, turned into an awful kids cartoon. It's supposed to be another magical monsters cartoon, because we've never seen that before, except for Pokemon, Digimon, Bakugan, Monsuno, Dinosaur King, Yokai Watch, Yu-Gi-Oh, Beyblade, Slugterra and Gormiti. So first of all, what we can gather is that it's a very original idea for a show. But out of all of these shows I just listed, this has to be the worst. It just feels like they got a list of every single thing you need to do to make a successful kids show and product, and they just... The show is so devoid of anything at all. There's literally nothing here. It's crazy. I feel like this type of show deserves an award for how little it brings. I feel like with pretty much all bad shows in existence, especially kids cartoons like Jake and the Neverland Pirates with its batshit lore, or Crash and Bernstein with its occasional joke that'll make me slightly exhale air from my nose, or the Donkey Kong Country cartoon for its arguably alright songs. Will I get crucified for saying that? I mean, when I say good songs, I actually mean just this line. You can get away with this monkey business. That shit is fucking immaculate. Okay, I'm done. Stay here, look what you've done now. Anyway, I went really off topic. The point is, with most bad shows, there is something, just something to redeem it, and it takes a really awful show to have nothing redeemable about it. First off, even though it's a very small point, the theme song to this show is awful, which might not seem like a big thing, but when you think about kids cartoons like SpongeBob or Danny Phantom or Animaniac, you think of the... He's a fan. We're totally insane. Want a Sprite cranberry? SpongeBob, Patrick. But this show's theme song is so fucking bad. It honestly feels, right? It honestly feels like a computer made this for how generic it feels. It's literally just an awful rap at the start, and it's so generic and bad I physically feel sick calling it rap. And then they just elongate the words sung like this to stretch the run time. And again, I hate to talk about the theme song more because I know to a lot of people it doesn't matter. But what exactly does this theme song tell us? I'm not saying that every kid's cartoon theme song has to be fucking Shakespeare, but at least give me something. Tell me something about anything. Literally all this theme song tells us is Invizimals, you know, the monsters of the show, exist. And that's it. And now, and I quote, we can finally see what's going down. Whatever the fuck that means. And that's it. The rest of this 1 minute theme song is literally just repeats of the my world in your world invisible, and it, oh fuck me, it's bad. Anyway, enough of the theme song, let's take a look at the amazing cast, why don't we? So the main character is called Hero, and he is by far the most annoying cunt I've ever seen in any show ever. It's not even like the endearing type of annoyance like basically any kid's cartoon protagonist. He's just pathetic in every way imaginable. The girl in the show, Lima's personality is that she has a stick up her ass at all times and just goes off at Hero for no reason. And like, it's justified most of the time, but when it's all she does, it just again becomes annoying. And Sam's personality is that he has none, and he's British. He's an inventor apparently, but I don't care. Also, what the fuck was that? What in the green screen water effect HD is this? It didn't even hit the camera, it just fizzled out into existence. Before we get onto the god-awful animation, I'd also like to talk about the weird and out-of-place talking to the camera moments. Yes, this is real. The characters will sit in front of a camera and basically react to what just happened in the scene. I'm sorry, I thought I was watching Invizimals, not fucking Big Brother. I'm claustrophobic, Darren! I'm claustrophobic! What is this? Why? What's the point? To spell out to me what just happened? I know what just happened. I just saw it. Does the show think I'm that brain dead that they need to take sections out of the episode to sit me down and tell me what's happening right in front of my face? But also in the logic and world of the show, why would they be doing this? Who's it for? Themselves? Well, that can't be it, because the things they're talking about obviously happened in the past for them by the way they're talking about them. It's not like a diary that they're doing on hand. Most of the time they react to things from like their bedroom when they're obviously not in that bedroom at the time. So in the lore of this world, these characters just sit down and describe to themselves why they were sad in the past in small fragments. Amazing. 10 out of 10. Now onto the animation. Fuck off. Whoever decided that this was even passable for animation is having a laugh. There isn't a single morsel of this show that actually feels normal. The lip syncing is probably the worst I've ever seen in a show.
Oh yes, well, I was on this alien world with these invisible monsters.
This show, also like the time-traveling elf, also suffers with incredibly long pauses between sentences.
But remember, it's a secret, so don't cheer too loudly.
And if you want to argue that he was just nervous in front of a camera, well, no.
Oh yeah, here we go. The guy who saves the day is Hero!
Like, what the fuck is going on? I feel like I'm going mad. And if you're going to tell me that it's hard to make a kid's show like this, you haven't asked me that, have you? No one has. It's just a segue onto the other show I want to talk about. Okay. Slug Terror. Brilliant animation, brilliant character designs, brilliant monster designs. Just the whole thing is brilliant. It also came out 2 years before Invizimals, so I don't see the issue here. Not to mention the detriment the poor animation does to the actual monsters of this show. You know, the main part of the show. They either just look too ridiculous to ever seem threatening, or just too out of place. There's no coherency. Also, the way the monsters work make no sense. It's not like Digimon or Pokemon or Bakugan or fucking any show with monsters in it where you have one on hand that you can use for battle. If anything, our characters are really just scientists going about, like, testing all of these different animals and their ecosystems and shit. But then this tiger shark takes liking to Hero and fights for him. But then also, he can fuse with Hero and they become one. And then Hero can use his abilities. But the tiger shark is a fully conscious talking being. So in this world, Hero can just attack and take over his consciousness whenever he feels like it. And how does this work logistically? Whenever Hero wants to fuse with him, does it just teleport the tiger shark straight to him and then they fuse? Or does it create a clone of the tiger shark? They never explain any of this. Not to mention there's 200 of these fuckers. Okay, hold on. I'm actually interested because there's no way all 200 of these are actually in the show. So I'm just going to click on 3 of the random ones because I'm curious on what they actually look like and like their powers and shit. Have a look at the mobula. Oh, fuck's sake. These are like... what the fuck is that? That looks like someone's OC on fucking DeviantArt. Koi. I mean, you've really got to give props to the fucking department. They really did well with these names. Oh, Yeti. Yeti. Oh, yes, that is what that is. Yes, of course. Cyclops. Oh, they're getting creative now. Some of these I can't... Why are some of these that... They've been fucking struck from the archives. We will never know what a Chomper Stomper is. Fuck's sake. So let's move on to the plot. Maybe this can... Is there any point in me finishing that sentence? You know I'm about to shit all over it. That's why you clicked on this fucking video. It's awful, of course. It's awful. It's just, mission time. Everyone time to go on an important secret mission. And then Hero just fucks it up in some way because he's an annoying little twat and I have no idea how he even made it onto the team. I don't even think the show knows how he did it because they forget to give him a backstory or parents or a reason why he joined the team. He's just there. And they keep talking about him and, like, you know, how much of a new recruit he is, but we never see him becoming a new recruit. God, this show is so fucking backwards. Even his Wikipedia page just says he is the main protagonist in the Invizimals TV series. And whilst there may have been a bigger plot later down the line, it seems like this show lasted for such a short amount of time they couldn't even get past the episodic arc that most shows go through. Did I just call it an arc? Fuck off. It doesn't matter. Shut up. Take, for instance, episode 7, Best Game Ever, where it opens up with Professor... I have no idea. Telling us about how important it is that the group and what they do is kept secret and that no one can find out about it. Gee, I wonder what's going to happen in this episode then. It then cuts to Hero gaming. And can I just say, why does it feel like every kid's TV show, apart from Amazing World of Gumball and regular show, has no idea what a video game even is and how kids play them?
Run of a lifetime, Automo. 64 levels. No save feature.
What does that even mean? Is this fucker playing Contra? What game nowadays has no save feature? Why is he playing it like this? No one does that. And then when it cuts to the perspective, it's just a fighting game. Anyway, back to I've completely gone off track. It then cuts to the crew in the forest about to do a mission, but can't because Hero isn't there, even though that's not true. We find out that they could do it, as Sam says, in 10 minutes, in fact. They just don't because it gives Lima an excuse to then complain about Hero. See what I mean? It's not even like I agree with her and I stand by her on how annoying Hero is. When she's going out of her way to complain about him, which even the professor says it isn't a big deal that he's 10 minutes late, that's when it becomes annoying. So then Hero's friend finds his arm thing that allows him to travel into the invisible world, and Hero convinces him that it's all a video game so he can keep it a secret, and then must find a way to get him back to the real world.
Hello, 1987. I'd like to order a pizza.
Yes, that was this show's attempt at humour, I think. That was like a computer made, like a robot, like a fucking AI made that joke. That is something Mark Zuckerberg would say as like a joke on one of his like meta meetings. Ah yes, I will order a pizza. So then they decide they can't drag the friend out of there straight away because then he'll get suspicious and realise he's not actually playing a game. That is the most pathetic excuse for making the runtime I've ever heard. There are so many solutions to this problem. Drag him out and say the game's crashed or glitched in some way. How is he going to argue with that? They even kind of set this up for themselves. Hero says before that the game is only in development, so it'd be a great excuse. Or simply drag him back, knock him out and tell him it was all a dream. Job done. Even later when he refuses to come back after they've completed the game, it's simple. There's 3 of you and 1 of him. Just drag him through the portal. Jesus Christ. In fact, just letting him play the game and then finishing it is surely worse. He can now just tell everyone about the game, or what if he wants to play it again? There are just so many plot holes in this episode, and every other episode for that matter. It's just, it's insane. Anyway, guys, I think I should end the video there. This was exhausting. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.